Welcome back everyone, hope you're enjoying the channel. Today we've got something a bit different. It's still a GT, but it's a GT of a different sort, so stay tuned and we'll go through this nice blue beast we've got here behind me. Hey guys, special treat this week. Well, I think it's special because I get to do a lot of rare cars, mostly in that muscle car, obviously, category, and into GTs, Toranas. But being in Australia, there's not much, but there is a lot of love for the JDM market and these cars. But I'm not surrounded by those sort of guys a lot. The Nissan Skyline is one of my favourite. It's one of my favourite cars in general. You know what I mean? I'm a Ford guy through and through. But growing up, we sort of used to envy, or we were sort of used to hate these cars because these were the cars that beat us at Bathurst, and they were the new guys on the block. So. We weren't really fans of them back in the day, and we were brought up to hate them, I suppose. So, but as you get older, I mean, I'm a car enthusiast, so I love all cars. I've had Holdens, and so I've bought the enemy, so to speak. But growing up, I really found the love. The Skyline was what I've always gravitated to, more particularly the R32, the Godzilla, but. The R33 was always something that I sort of wanted to buy at some point, and we probably got close a couple of times to buy one. Like, I've bought different cars in my life, and there was probably a time when I was going to buy an R33, but probably not one like this, because this is a LM GTR, and look, I'm not going to try and act all educated on the whole Skyline and JDM bit, but just from my general knowledge and general understanding, I believe the LM GTR is a limited edition R33 Skyline that you could have as a GTR or a GTR V-Spec, and I believe possibly only 180-ish sort of were released, and they're all released in this colour, Champion. I think it's Champion Blue. So so this is like, it's not just it's just not another Skyline. Even if it was, Skylines, 32, 33, 34s, and whatever, even the older ones, they're fetching a pretty penny these days. So to have a R33 in the shop, I've done a few before, but I've done a few 32s, 35s. To have a 33 of this nature too, I think it's pretty cool, and I really love this car, and I think it's one of those cars that I always regret not buying. I wish I did, but so I think I've got a love for them, and obviously I gravitate to them, so I've got a big attraction to the Skyline, and particularly the R33. So this one threw up a few challenges, and I'll try and show you as best as I can as we go through. It's obviously been resprayed, and when I say resprayed, it's been not the whole car. So we were working along, and we're finding some parts were original paint. There's already some sort of really slight burn throughs on stuff like the door handles and a section on the roof, so we had to tread carefully in those sort of areas because it's obviously original paint. Someone's already sort of maybe burned through it, and that's probably because this paint is quite soft from original. Obviously the new stuff is obviously a lot nicer to work with, and the original stuff is a bit more stickier. So there goes the phone, so give us 2 secs. So I'm just going to turn this around and just show you sort of just in this area here. Obviously you can probably just see it looks okay-ish there, but when we shine the light on this area here, you can see obviously you know, this car's been painted. Obviously, it's been sanded down, you know, to take the peel out. But you can still sort of see a bit of, you know, texture in this area here, because obviously it's a tighter area. You've got a groove here, so you know, not many people want to push the sanders in these sort of areas. So what you see is the leftover from the sanding mark. So every time, you know, if you're watching any of the previous videos and you hear me talk about removing sanding marks, this is what we're talking about. So you don't normally see it until, you know, you start shining the light, you know, in these areas. And yeah, so you know, when we're doing a polish like on these sort of cars, these are the sort of things we like to push to the 10th degree to, you know, make them look a bit better. Because even though it probably doesn't show up in undercover, it can pop up outside in the sun and that. So yeah, it's just one of the small things, or I suppose you can call them 1%ers. They're probably a bit bigger than that, but because overall, once you start taking all these ones out over the whole car, it does make a bit of a difference. So yeah, just sort of give you a closer up, you know, look at this. So yeah, so the so the paint is, you know, where you find, I think the spoiler's original paint, the roof is original paint, and there's a couple of the door and the handles. You can see, you can physically feel it on the machine as well. And sort of, if you in the right light, you can see the different shades as well. So, and that, I don't think that's uncommon for Skylines and that cars imported from Japan, because I think, you know, they have to have a certain amount of upkeep, you know, over there, and it wasn't uncommon to always see these cars, you know, touched up along the way. So I don't know what the LM sort of has over the normal ones. I believe this one's got obviously still Nismo wheels on it, and the LM was a tribute to the LM GTR, not this one, but the one that actually got raced at Le Mans. So I believe they needed to build that car to compete in Le Mans, so this is to compete in Le Mans, and this is obviously the limited edition, you know, tribute to that sort of car. So in terms of engine specs, it'd be good if you guys know. Yeah, feel free to educate me on this car a bit more, or any Skyline for that matter, because it's I like to know, like, obviously you can Google search and all that sort of stuff, but it's always, you know, that only throws up, you know, certain things. So it'd be interesting to know what sort of extra info there is on these sort of cars, and what they may have different from the standard ones. So this was really enjoyable, and it was really rewarding, because it came from, what I wouldn't say it was a total mess, but it's there's a significant improvement from what I started with. So that's a bonus too, when you get something in here and you're sort of passionate about not just, you know, the car itself. It's good to see that end result, and customers picking up tomorrow. So I hope he's happy, and yeah, I hope we get to show you this video, and I hope you guys can maybe educate me a little bit more on the LM GTR R33. So hope you're enjoying the channel. You know, it's not always about muscle cars, so don't be scared to, you know, like and subscribe and show this, because it's a different angle, and it's, you know, I don't just focus on muscle cars or street machines. I like, you know, I like everything. So I get to work on that, you know, different cars all the time. So, you know, it's a very broad, you know, car community, I suppose, in terms of what I do. So anything can pop up at any given time. So, you know, stay tuned, and you'll see all different sorts of stuff on this channel. So yeah, Yes, so if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and let us know what you think. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.